Our next guest recently wrote an article with a very important message. Joining us now to discuss the importance of Memorial Day, Senior Fellow at the Discovery Institute and author of Rediscovering America, Scott Powell.
It's very nice to be with you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining. So your article resonated with me so much. Right off the bat, you have this really strong line. If the last few generations of Americans understood the origin and meaning of Memorial Day, we might have avoided the trauma of division and corruption that now threatens the United States as never before. Yes, I absolutely agree. And, you know, I've been wondering what has caused this deeply rooted trauma for basically an entire nation, as we collectively have a lot of issues, being so susceptible to propaganda being one. And I think it has to do a lot with this separateness, this alienation, and literally being intentionally torn apart.
You're absolutely right. We are under attack internally and externally. And the reason that I focused on the backstory of Memorial Day is that it was founded after the Civil War, which was a very divisive period, every bit as divisive as what we're experiencing now. The southern states lost that war, although they actually inflicted more casualties on the North. But nonetheless, they lost the war. They made peace. And about a year after the war was over, there were Confederate women in two different cities in the South who felt that it was appropriate to remember and commemorate and put flowers on the grave sites of Union soldiers. So this was an act of forgiveness, and it was an act of reconciliation, because the nation was still divided. The southern states at that time were occupied by Union forces. The Reconstruction period had barely started. So this was quite remarkable for the defeated South to offer a strong gesture of forgiveness and reconciliation. And that's really a message that we ought to draw on today. But we're so divided now that I think that times are very different. And so our job, I think, right now is to wake people up about this internal assault on our country. We have an internal enemy and we have external enemies both. And they want to keep us divided because if we are a divided people, we're ineffective. We can't have a warfighting capability if we don't have a belief in our country.
All great points. And I do want to point out that quite literally a woman's touch helped heal the whole nation. So it's kind of interesting to see this attack on femininity.
Well, it isn't so much just an attack on femininity. It's an attack on all of our institutions. They are all under attack. The family, the church, the truth for that matter, the moral basis of our country, our Constitution. It's all under attack every day, all the time now.
Absolutely, and I absolutely agree. And in this article, you point out that the debt of slavery has already been paid, with 620,000 Americans, brothers mostly, died for it. So when people talk about reparations now, I mean, that's just a big slap in the face.
Well, it's just another another wedge issue. It really has no substance. The fact is that the price was paid. I mean, how much, if you have loved ones lost in an airline crash, for instance, the airlines are going to put a value of over $1 million per life lost. If we put a price of $1 million on 620,000 people, that would be a reparation cost of, I think, $62 billion or $620 billion. It's enormous.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.